Decimal fraction. In this chapter, we will learn about decimal fractions, multiplication and division of decimal fractions, and what are recurring decimals. A fraction is a number which is expressed in the form of p by q, where p is called a numerator and q is called the denominator. Hence, a decimal fraction is a fraction whose denominator is power of 10. The 10th part of a unit is read as 0.1 or decimal 1. The 100th part of a unit is read as 0.01 or decimal 01. And the 1000th part of a unit is read as 0.001 or decimal 001. Hence, it is like a division form where we can directly write it as the number of zeros present in denominator is equal to the number of digits after the decimal point. A decimal number consists of two parts, the whole number part and the decimal part. The whole number part, that is, before the decimal point, is read as usual, but the decimal part, that is the number after the decimal point, are read digit-wise. Hence, the displayed number is read as 23.457. If we add zeros to the right of the decimal fraction, it does not make any change to its value. If the numerator and denominator of a fraction consist the same number of decimal places, then we can remove each of these decimal signs as the value will remain unchanged. Multiplication and division by exponents of 10. When a decimal fraction is multiplied by an exponent of 10, the decimal point moves to the right by the amount of the exponent of 10. For example, if you multiply 1.235 by 10 square, the decimal moves right by 2 points, and the value becomes 123.5. If 1.235 is multiplied by 10 raised to 4, the decimal will move right by 4 points and the value would become 12,350. The zero at the end is added to make up for the decimal value. When a decimal fraction is divided by an exponent of 10, the decimal points move to the left by the amount of the exponent of 10. If 1.235 is divided by 10 raised to minus 3, the decimal will move left by 3 points and the value would become 0.001235. The zeros are added at the beginning to make up for the decimal value. If 1.235 is divided by 10 raised to minus 1, the decimal will move left by 1 point and the value would become 0.1235. Multiplication and division of decimal fractions. When multiplying two decimal numbers, multiply the numbers without considering the decimal, and then add the decimal places of both the decimal numbers. Now give this added decimal place to the result from the right side of the answer. The example shown here should give a better understanding. When dividing two decimal numbers, divide the numbers without considering the decimal, and then subtract the decimal place of both the decimal numbers. Now give this added decimal place to the result from the right side of the answer. The example shown here should give you a better understanding. Recurring decimals. There are two types of recurring decimals. They are pure recurring decimals and mixed recurring decimals. Pure recurring decimals are the decimals in which all the figures after the decimal point occur again and again. Pure recurring decimals can be converted into vulgar fraction by writing the repeated figures only once in the numerator and taking as many nines in the denominator as the figure in the repeated figures. These examples should help you understand it better. Mixed recurring decimals are decimals in which some figures do not repeat and some of them repeat. Let's go through some solved examples. In this question, we'll need to find the value of a. The value of A can be calculated as shown on the screen. Here is another example where the value of A is calculated from the given equation. Find the value of A.